Hello, hello, hello. Uh. Okay. Let me set up the bingo card. Card. Um. Ay, ay, ay. All right, that looks kind of good. Can't hate on that. All right, I gotta put this back here, and then put this on top of it. And we are pretty much good to go, I think. Ay, ay, ay. Nice background from your PC. Yeah, it's a Zenless Zone Zero wallpaper at the moment. They were giving out a bunch of free wallpapers and stuff like that at some point, and I thought they looked kind of cool. So I grabbed a couple of them. They're pretty cool. Kind of interested to see what that game's like when it comes out. It still works, right? Yeah. All right. All right. Uh, ran it. Chill out there, bud. Ay, ay, ay. Who knows? What's up, hero? Rip spam. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. It is starting. It is starting. I'm tired. First time on the stream. What's up, Remy? Appreciate you stopping by, dude. For the 20th million time, this scene? This was like the original like trailer for the game. Like this used to be, I don't know if it still is, it probably is, but this used to play every time you went to the official like Netmarble 7 Deadly Sins website. Why Does it look better in video than my game? This is very, like, cel-shaded. I'm not sure if I would prefer this in game, to be honest. Like, this looks like Wind Waker to me. But, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Cel-shaded doesn't necessarily bad, but it's very stylized. Looks better than the new 7DS movie. God. I'm still interested to watch that. I know people are giving that a lot of shit, but I think it'll be kind of cool. Bingo feels easy peasy. I don't know. When we were making it the other day, or yesterday, a lot of people were saying that they'll be surprised if we get it done, because a lot of these might be givens, and a lot of these might be, I don't know, tough calls. So I guess we'll see. What's going on, Carlo? Kamehameha. Damn, they're just hopping right into it. It's Philo. Is that Melty? Oh my... No! Okay, it's Season 2 then. That's cool. I like that girl. She's really, really cool, actually. I can't remember her name, though. New R unit trash. Dude, they are just hopping right in on this one. It's cool that it's Season 2 stuff, I guess. I figured they would just do Season 1. That looked like a stance if I've ever seen one, too. Bruh. What the? They're standing in front of the, or they're sitting in front of the Labyrinth door. Hell yeah. 4 units while you do this. I knew it was gonna be 4, but... Ay, ay, ay. New Griamore confirmed. What's going on, Don? Doing pretty good, dude. Just woke up, chilling, watching a stream. Really is Shield Hero so happy. I'm pretty happy that it's Shield Hero too, because this whole bingo card would have got thrown out. Need 240 UR still. I'm shaking my head. I've got 190, so we're okay, baby. Does bitch already count? No, we haven't seen her yet. I don't know if they're doing Season 2. She might not be. I mean, she's not as relevant in Season 2, so I don't know if they'll. I don't know if she'll be in here or not. Increase video volume. There you go. Hopefully that's good. What, still listen to them rambling? Make bitch an R association unit. They used to do SR units and stuff like that for collabs, but I didn't figure there would be one. Alright, so we got free space already. Melty is not the 4th, so that's interesting. Naofumi stance. Probably not confirmed yet, though. Buy the ultimate new coupon code. Other heroes is also off the table now, because I figured they were going to be playable characters. I'm also not sure about talking for 15 minutes. I figured that they would talk forever before they showed anything, but they really just hopped straight into it. What is free space? Most bingos just have like a free space that you already get like at the very beginning. Yeah, no, they're really blowing my expectations out of the water here. Think you can take off new event boss? Well, that could have just been part of the story, so I'm gonna hold off for the moment. Got more than 10 checks. He's gonna do 3 rotations, and definitely not. They're doing a whatchamacallit? Social media event. I think we're getting new Labyrinth. I don't know why they would put themselves in front of the Labyrinth door if they're not going to refresh it. Maybe it'll be a pretty big update, like other than just the collab. Maybe they'll do some new events and stuff like that. Hope we get a relic or two like Fest King or maybe A.M. Melly with his new weapon. Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see if they announce any like regular game hero relics or anything like that, which I guess I would understand if they don't, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to have to do during the collab, I would imagine. But this is honestly pretty hype already, just because of the fact that it's a brand new collab and not a rerun. So that's pretty cool. It's been a pretty long time, like almost a year or so, since we've gotten like a new collab to the game. Kizuna is one of my favorites. Is she the girl with the fishing rod? Because I actually really liked that girl in Season 2. She was probably the main redeeming feature for Season 2. She is really cool, though. Fishing rod girl? Okay. That makes sense. Is that the slower stream or the one that's the other one talk 24/7? I don't think the Korean stream is active. I think Korean stream really only does stuff for mainly festivals, I think. Hey, Camille, I appreciate that, dude. Welcome back. 4 months, dog. I would imagine you were probably already silver, but I'm not positive on that. So, staying in silver for now. So probably motivate me to watch Season 2. I only watched the first season. I wasn't as big of a fan of Season 2. It was like, I don't know what it is. The first half of Season 2 was not really my cup of tea, but the second half of it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Which, the first season was 24 episodes, and then the second season is 13 episodes. So it's also half the length of the first season. So I'm not really sure why they did that either. But I don't know. Hopefully, whenever they do the next season, it'll be really cool. Because I like the anime. It's really cool. So. Definitely gonna summon if there's 6 units. Hopefully it's only 4. Because good lord. Season 2 overhated too much. I don't hate Season 2, but I did not really like the world turtle stuff or whatever. I can't remember if it was the world turtle or not. But the big turtle, I didn't like that stuff nearly as much. It just felt like there was a main plot that they were kind of trying to stick to in Season 1, and they kind of veered off course and did some weird side plot for whatever reason. Just didn't use the message chat. Oh, okay, Camille. Guess we'll be fighting waves instead of an event boss. Possibly. Okay, so we're getting 100 free diamonds, which is good because they kind of just sprung this on us all of a sudden. I like the logo. That's cool. Damn, Naofumi's got his shield up there. I figured they were going to do the main cast and not all of the 4 cardinal heroes, because the other heroes are just kind of dumb. Like they're not really. Like they're a big part of the show, I guess, but not nearly as important. NetPop are releasing collabs that are unfamiliar to me. This show's been pretty popular over the last couple of months for sure. Which I guess it's a couple of years old now at this point. Like I think it's been at least 2 years. Pretty cool show though. I watched it recently. Besides the user, there's should be a join button. Click that, I think. Oh, are you asking how to become a member? There is a member button. Spear Hero is Giga Chad Idiot. He is a moron. Raphtalia, best waifu. So Philo was the check-in there. Are we going to count that as waifu check-in? Because I don't think she's necessarily waifu. What am I looking at right here? All of these are 2. Oh, these are the special missions. Oh no! I think you get her for free. So, did we do free hero? Free unit, baby! Because I'm pretty sure this is like, maybe, I don't know. Well, I don't know why this would say something about 2 SSR. I think that's what that is. Looks like a support character in my opinion. Probably. Okay, they're giving out a free... Look at the little Froggy outfit. I love that. I love Froggy outfit. Big fan of Froggy. Cool stuff. I like that. Nice little jacket and everything. I like fishing rods too, as like, I'm a bit like when I play MMOs and stuff like that, I always end up doing fishing and stuff. So I really like fishing as like fishing rods as like the main weapon. I think that's super cool. I really like Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Very neat. Where's the Philo Queen? I'm assuming she'll probably turn into like the Philolio in her ultimate. That's why I have this this one over here. But we shall see. In the anime, she can't damage her enemies. Oh, that's a good point. She definitely will be some sort of like support unit then. I would imagine she'll probably still do damage in game, unless she's like got a buff card, or I don't. She probably does have a buff card. I don't know. We'll have to see. Want to see the coin design from the collab? Probably a shield. I think all of the collab coins kind of look the same though, don't they? Like they just have this sort of like pointy star sort of look. Hunter would have been a better collab than this. I don't know. I'm pretty excited for this. I mean, obviously everybody likes different stuff, but I think this is cool. Naofumi not playable, another Subaru crap. No, I think he's definitely going to be a player. There he is. Okay, so I think this is going to be an event boss, so we can probably check off event boss now. New event boss. I'm going to count that as waifu login, just because you do get a login with, unfortunately, Philo. I mean, Philo's cool, but very, very human, natural-looking Naofumi there. Hope Naofumi's ultimate is Blood Sacrifice rather than Iron Maiden. Ooh, that's a good point. Blood Sacrifice was really cool. It would probably deal damage to himself, though, if it was that one. Which would be very interesting, because, well, I don't know if it would be good or not, though, at that point. I'm sure it would. It would probably deal a lot of damage. But, I don't know. Whenever they did, like, 11 and made her, like, take damage every time she attacked or whatever, I thought that was kind of weird and annoying more than, like, a cool, like, I don't know, nuance to the character, I guess. But it is what it is. Is that the professor? That is Professor Oak from Pokemon. I can't remember this dude's name. He's just some asshole. Subaru, the only character, the only main character that does not have a character in the game. Very true. I don't know why they keep giving him the shaft. Okay, so she's red. Philo is green. Philo's green. Philo's green. Philo's green. Where did I put it? No, I put Philo's blue. That's gonna throw off my whole rotation. So we do have a new Labyrinth, though. So that is interesting. Is this like an event? An event labyrinth? Because Philo is the cursor, and these are from the show. I think this is just like an event one. I wonder if this lasts for 2 weeks or a month. Another green unknown, huh? Yeah, unfortunately. Unknown only gets green units. It's very bizarre. Where's the 100 SSR pendant reward? I would almost like that more. I think that would be way more value than 100 diamonds, to be honest. Can't wait to reach the heart again in the Labyrinth. I'll probably try to do like a Labyrinth stream or something this time around, because I mean the last one I was trying to do it just kind of like for video and stuff like that and everything, and I'd like to just chill out and play it while I chat with you guys this time around. Kizuna and Naofumi characters for Bond team, perhaps. Oh no, maybe because she's red, Naofumi won't be red. I hope, because I have Naofumi as a red character, like a red character, and then I also have him for human team as well on here. So hopefully, hopefully he's not HP based. Ooh, that's a really cool visual. I love that. I'm pretty sure this is all of the bonuses that they do for every festival and collab, so pretty sure this is the 2 times like rank XP or whatever. I think this is half stamina or like free retry for whatchamacallit, the story missions and stuff like that. Me and my much needed DN. Cosmetics didn't hear that. I really wish that they would do a cosmetic sale. Honestly, if they do a cosmetic sale during this collab, I'm gonna cry a little bit, because this is so much that we're gonna have to spend. Like I'm willing to bet I'm gonna have to end up doing 2 rotations on this banner just so that way I can secure every character. Only 4 units. Yeah, it's only 4 units. Like, everybody complains that the banners nowadays only have 1 unit on them, but 4 units is pretty stressful. Who are you tuning in on the banner? I have no idea. I would assume Naofumi is probably going to be the best character, but could be wrong there. You have to get Naofumi 6/6. I mean, I'm not going for 6/6 anybody, but if I end up getting them before I get all the characters, that's a different story. Back from eating, what did I miss? They showed off the characters and stuff like that at the beginning. They're going to be doing, I think there's a check-in event for 100 diamonds, and looks like they're doing another Twitter event. You get her for free, by the way. From the special missions, I'm pretty sure. Flappy Bird. Oh my god, you're right. I mean, it's basically just like a reskinned like Hawk run, but that's still really funny. Skipping, he said he finally get 100 gems because of the guild boss. God. Raphtalia finna be a blue strength nuker. That could be cool. I hope she's good, because she's pretty strong in the show. Time to show my experience with Flappy Bird. Hell yeah. Why hasn't there been a Ragnarok banner in 6 months? I don't know. I really thought that this was going to be their slot for Ragnarok this week, but they keep pushing that one back, I guess. And are you excited for the new units? Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty hyped. I like this collab quite a bit so far. Might skip for the end of the year banner. I only have 600 gems and I had to go 900 to get Merlin. However, I did get Summer Merlin, so that's a win. Very toxic, but a win nonetheless. Yeah, that I mean, honestly, getting her is really nice because she's super seasonal and a lot of people have a lot of like trouble pulling her. And I can understand that. Like, if you're not necessarily interested in these characters, I definitely want to see what they do and see if I'm sure there's probably going to be one that's like mega busted, like they always kind of do. But I don't know. It just depends on how like necessary they are, because it's hard to skip out on characters from collabs sometimes, because like Rimuru is still like super useful. Kyo's pretty good for certain things. I don't know, some collab units just go above and beyond. and it's really nice to have them for some stuff. Oh, they're playing Flappy Bird. Yes. It looks so funny. Like, it looks so weird. Like, the fact that it's, like, pixelated, but the background and stuff is not, and the balls, like, the ball enemies, the balloons are not, either. Kind of a weird design choice there. Pro gamer right there, yeah. What in the Hawks Run is this? Literally, it's just Hawks Run, but as Philo. Getting a little bit confused on Kyo now, since there will be 2 freaking Kyos. What do you mean 2 Kyos? Which YouTube channel is streaming this? It's their official JP, like the Japanese Grand Cross YouTube channel.
Let's go.
Milim was a total deer killer. Hoping one of these will help with dogs. Honestly, I really would like help on the dogs, and I hope that, you know, some characters are good for dogs. But at the same time, it would suck for the best unit for dogs to end up being a collab unit that's not super accessible for people. So I'm kind of skeptical. This game mode looks trash. I don't know. That does not look crazy fun, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's gonna be whatever, I guess. Hopefully, you don't have to run that like a whole bunch, because it's gonna get tedious really quickly. Philo dog support trust. Oh no. Their acting is very good. Not gonna lie. Oh no. My guess is that we'll start getting our new type of banner, Ragnarok Fest, soon. I don't know. Maybe. It's already been past the anniversary at this point. I figured they would have done like a Ragnarok Festival or something like that for the Ragnarok anniversary in, what was it, July or August? We really went from that insane Halloween event to this. Professor Kyo and Kyo Kusanagi, oh thing, will be a good fight. Oh, that's right. I forgot the boss guy for this is gonna end up being named Kyo. I forgot his name. That's why I was super confused. When his big boob mommy from Rag. I don't know. I don't know if, I mean, I'm sure she'll come out at some point, but they seem to keep putting off the Ragnarok stuff for now. Missed most of the stream, but did they show off all the characters and their skills? They have not shown the characters and skills yet. Don't worry. That should be coming up. Those 2 devs worked hard. Give them credit. Oh, I look. All right, so here's Kizuna. A boulder? Oh, okay. AoE ultimate. Dude, that looked... Okay, that looked pretty sick. I like that.
ですね、最初の新コラボのキャラはですね、狩猟軍の勇者風山絆でした。可愛いですね。
これみんなもらえるっていうのが嬉しいですね。
確定で言ったよね。
It was me. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give this to me, man. Does this count for 15 minutes of talking? That was quite a bit of talking. Okay, so she does have a buff card, but she has an attack card and her ultimate, of course. I'm assuming this is her passive. She has a bunny outfit. We're gonna go ahead and call that under sexy costumes. Confirmed. I don't know that I really like any of these for like battle outfits. Like I don't know. I maybe we'll just use this one or just the default one.
はい、ということで狩猟部の勇者風山絆の基本情報についてご紹介しました。
What outfit will I have to throw my credit card at? Good question.
解説はトラちゃんさんお願いいたします。
So there's her holy relic. 2 something for 30%. PvE only, huh? Now that is interesting. How old is she? I'm pretty sure she's 18 in the show. Like, I think Naofumi's like 22, 23, and I want to say she's 18, maybe 17. I know she's younger than Naofumi. Hope none of these characters are broken because Merlin Banner made me poor and I'm free-to-play friendly. Refuse to spend disposable income on this game, plus it makes it more of a challenge. Honestly, not like forcing yourself to not spend money on a gacha game can be a like a cool like challenge in of itself and make it a little bit more interesting. You have to really take all of your like gym purchases and stuff like that with a grain of salt. Make sure that you're spending them wisely. Who's your favorite waifu? Are you talking about from this collab? Because I mean, I do like probably Kizuna the most out of all of the collab characters as far as waifus go. 18, she said it. Yeah, she's 18 now. Looks like Yorm's passive, the relic. Ooh, that could be interesting. White fishing rod. Her age in the game is probably just unknown. Probably? But maybe not. I think they're pretty good about putting that kind of like detail and stuff like that in the game. But sometimes for collab characters, they kind of omit details, I guess. Question is the Rising Hero collab characters going to be good or not? Just for PvE, but also for PvP. The fact that this says PvE in the description is very interesting to me. But I don't know. Hope we get a Don Machi collab one day. That's going to be collab material for the next 5 years. I remember I watched the first 2 seasons of Don Machi whenever those were out, but I haven't kept up with it at all. I know they're doing like the 4th season or something like that at this point now. I need to catch back up on that show. Shorty bad AF. God. Too early to start simping. Stop that, y'all Beppu monkey. God. Come on, man. Let people simp, man. People want to simp. What does PvE mean? Player versus everything. It's normally meant for like non-PvP stuff. So, I guess we'll see.
登場キャラだったんですアニメの方でも。だけど本当にスタッフさんもめちゃくちゃやっぱ愛情込めて、すごいみんなが大好きなキャラクターなので、こうやってね配布で嬉しいです。Player versus entity. I thought it was everything, but that makes more sense. 嫌いな男の子いないでしょ。Not gonna lie, if they ever do a fake collab, I'm getting everything, everything costumes and 6/6 characters. I think a lot of people were really hoping that it was gonna be a fake collab, but it was a pretty big stretch from the beginning on the context clues that they had given us, and it didn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, so here's Raphtalia. Okay. I gotta be honest, I'm not understanding the reference there, because I watched the show and I don't remember her doing that. She got 2 balls. That's very true. Very, very nice balls. How long has the stream been? It's not been too long. It's been about 30 minutes. She's definitely got sexy outfits. We made the right call. She is blue, so my whole plan is falling to shreds here, crumbling.
Because I think, yeah, I had Raphtalia green. I think login event, I think they're doing a 100 gem login event, so I'm going to tick that as well for now. Oh no, is she HP based? Maybe she deals damage compared to HP? So like good against the Bond team because she's blue? I'm hoping. So Kizuna's free, right? I think so. 3 defense pieces like Tarmiel. Interesting. 300% HP. I think she might be a Bond buster, like a human team buster. Got the relic on her. Very interesting. Imagine she has Cusack passive on her cards, God tier if it is. I mean, it seems not sure. Cusack's twin, basically. Maybe a better Cusack, because Cusack is good, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit. I think they've dropped the ball with his relic a little bit too. It's not super great. Like I'm holding off making that one. Goddess Liz is back, save us. I think these are like associations, so you don't necessarily have to use Goddess Liz. Imagine they had a fighting game collab or SAO, make me hype. A lot of people were thinking that, or I guess maybe not a lot, but I think some people were thinking that this collab was going to end up being SAO because the voice actor that does Philo is here on the panel, but she also voices some characters in SAO, from my understanding. So people were thinking that that might have been the anime. I think those are association. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. I'm interested in the 3 defense pieces. I want to see what her like actual skills and stuff are, or like what her actual passive is. She voices Silica in the anime. Okay, gotcha. If her damage scales with her defense, makes some sense. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe her passive is boosting her defense or something like that by 300% under certain circumstances. Stop simping for anime characters. At least keep it to yourself. In the minority probably, but I find it cringe. At least simp for a real female if you're going to simp at all. I mean, it's pretty common at this point for people to simp for anime characters. I don't think you're going to get people to stop doing that. Need a One Punch Man collab with the sperm villain as a boss. God. One Punch Man is pretty cool. I enjoyed One Punch Man. I hope they continue with the anime sometime soon. Is this anime worth watching? I really like Season 1. Season 2 kind of dropped off a little bit, but it was still enjoyable. Her outfits are kind of cool. This one looks a lot like Thonar's outfit. Just translated, she increases max HP of allies by 300%, and if all allies have the same attribute, reduces damage received by 30%. Increases max HP of allies by 300%? I do not like the sound of that. Like, I understand that she's not going to work with the Bond team, because you have to be all the same attribute, so you'd have to run mono blue? Which means I'm assuming Naofumi's blue. No? Well, he could be blue, yeah. I'm going to bet that means Naofumi's blue.
Okay, we got Philo. Does she transform into her bird form? She does transform into the bird. Okay. It rearranged all of my things here, so bird ult Philo. Got him.
はい。さあということで動画の通りですね。続いての新コラボキャラはクイーンの後継者フィーロでした。
Philo ass, not gonna lie.
良かったですね。
I wasn't like the biggest fan of Philo. I thought she was okay.
必殺技のエフェクトがなんかめちゃめちゃ気合入ってます。
She's a little annoying sometimes. What's going on, Christopher?
さすがマスコット。
Naofumi has to be green. Come on. I don't know. Green characters don't do well in the meta, to be honest. Like a lot of the green characters are end up being on the unknown team, so I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for blue, so that way it's gonna help against Bond.
ありがとうございます。
Unless Naofumi does the coffin one. Iron Maiden would be pretty cool. God, she even has like the bird outfit. Debuff card and a regular attack on top of the ult, so that's kind of cool. She's a kid who loves her carriage. That's very true. Very simple. No outfits for her, God. I don't mind the one in the middle. The two left ones are cool. That one's whatever. 300% seems canvas too much. That does seem like a lot. Need a high school DxD collab, Lord. I'm pretty sure Beats made a high school DxD like concept collab. Having fun using Echidna and Merlin with Festival Gother. I beat Bond 80 to 90% of the time. The only team I sometimes have trouble with is Goddess. That's understandable. That's cool that you're getting some use out of Merlin, though. She's got a pretty long passive. Is this even her passive? Because this is the Holy Relic. Was the one on the previous screen was her ultimate, wasn't it? And then this is the passive. What's going on, Jiraiya? It's going. Looking at all the new stuff so far. Should have put Glass instead of Philo. Glass would be pretty cool. Need a Street Fighter collab. Just joking, anime collabs are also lit. Yeah, I feel like Street Fighter, for one, I think it would be hard for them to do that considering they have such easy ties to KOF. But, I don't know. That could be cool. The passive is a sentence. Yeah, that passive's pretty long. This is an imposter. Hi, Nalyd. A friend introduced me to your content. First time catching you live. Hey, what's up, DK? Appreciate you stopping by, my man. When enemies uses a skill on an enemy who is debuffed, lowers enemy crit resistance by 8%, and when 5 debuffs are on the enemy, lowers enemy damage dealt by 60%. Okay, so kind of like Estarossa, like stacking debuffs, or, well, I guess Merlin too. That's pretty interesting. That is good Merlin support, actually. That's a good point. Very interesting. For reference, Bond team gets about 100% when his passive and all alive. Ooh, yeah, 300%. Maybe that's just getting translated weird then. Because 300% of max HP would be pretty nuts. Wouldn't mind a Tekken collab. I was more of a Tekken person when I was growing up. I played Mortal Kombat as like a kid, and then kind of transitioned into like Tekken, and then maybe Soul Calibur was my go-to at some point. But at some point, I just kind of stopped playing fighting games a whole lot. I've played fighters more recently, and obviously I have Smash Bros, but I don't really care to play most fighting games. They're just not my style most of the time.
But I do like watching fighting games. Like, it's really cool. Just not a good player. Relic is increases attack-related stats by 3% for each debuff on the enemy max of 15%. Okay, that's kind of cool. Surprised they didn't put Melty. Yeah, I guess because they're doing Season 2, they thought Kizuna would be better. Which I'm all for, because I don't know if I would have really cared for Melty, to be honest. If her passive is gray, then she's busted. Probably not gray, to be honest. Show me the guy for the husbando lovers. He should be next. She's good for my Merlin team. Yeah, looks like fucking we're getting some decent support for her. My new team, Philo, Echidna, and Fest go through Rom in the back. That could be cool. She increases max HP by 300% of her defense. I made a typo, sorry. Okay, so that makes more sense, because defense is not normally a stat that's like super high. So that would make more sense. That's why they suggested defense gear. Makes a lot of sense, Ro. Unknown team is at the top again. Maybe. Killer Instinct for me. I've always heard of Killer Instinct, but I've never watched it, or like I've actually seen anything on it. Nalyd went brutal. What'd I do? Dead or Alive collab, literally only waifus. God, I've never played Dead or Alive either, but I've always seen people talk about it and stuff. What are the odds that they make a collab character light or dark? Probably pretty slim. They seem to be very selective with light and dark units so far, so I would imagine they're going to keep them pretty like locked down to like really popular like main characters and stuff like that. If KOF is in 7DS, then if Netmarble has an agreement with a fighting game company, then it will be good. Well, so I think Netmarble has a KOF game, so they already own the rights to KOF, so they can basically just make KOF collabs whenever they want. I don't think they have to get a hold of like the license holder or anything, because they own the rights to it or something like that, maybe. For reference, Blue Tarmiel has around 22k defense, so if she has the same, that's 66k extra HP to allies. Okay, so that's not too crazy. Like, that's a pretty decent amount of HP, but that's not, like, insane. Another Netmarble game called KOF All-Stars got a collab with DOA. Oh, really? Okay, so that's interesting, then. Wanted Melty so that I can watch her die in PvP repeatedly. God, that's kind of brutal. She's green, so she's gonna get slapped by Bond. Possibly, but I don't know. If her stats are anything like Merlin's actually pretty tanky for the moment. Here we go. Naofumi. Oh, it is Rage Shield. Iron Maiden. Yep. God, such a crazy ult. So that would still be considered Rage Shield, of course. So Rage Shield ult. Alright, what color is he, though? New Tarmiel ult rush meta? God, maybe. Did I miss Naofumi and Raphtalia? You have missed Raphtalia. Stance card. Okay, so where did I put it? Naofumi has stance. He's blue, so that is also good. There's a debuff card, and then it's ultimate. Dude, look at these outfits. These outfits are pretty cool, actually. I like how they did the shields from the show. Like, they did like the different shields. Like this one, like the dog heads will bite them and everything. I like the ghost shield a lot, honestly, though. Cosmetics are nice. Yeah, he's looking good. My man looking good. Okay, okay. He also triple defense. Okay. Okay. Scales off defense purely? Oh, really? I guess that makes a lot of sense because he's the shield hero. I mean, he has a stance, of course. Well, yeah, I mean, that was a pretty safe bet to put that one on there, to be honest.
It's not looking like we're gonna get bingo.
いうことで人間の種族になりますので、やっぱラインハルトとかね、アーサーとかと組ませれるの
I wasn't paying close enough attention if there was jiggle physics or not. Hopefully they'll show them in game. Just got my work payment down to whale. Oh no. New high defense meta gonna look fine. I don't know. That could be very interesting.
で普通のパーティーに組み込んでいっても3、4万いきますので、そこからの 30%、すなわち攻撃力1万、防御力1万増強でございます。HP1 万と聞いたら微妙に
Pretty long passives though.
攻撃力1万上がるって聞いたらやばくないですか?
Don't know if I can pull. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, I don't guess. Probably drain your diamonds, to be honest. Don't worry, we got a bingo 15-minute talking soon. Bad PvP, terrible unit trust. Maybe. We might be able to pull this off. Ready to get a free-to-play defense meta if I'm interested. They need high resistance too, otherwise the defense is useless. Good point, good point. Use him with Goddess Liz, we could cross off bitch from the list. The whole point was that we would see her like in the story or something like that, but I don't know if they're gonna show her at all. When you stance, increases basic stats of all allies by 30% of Naofumi's defense. Each time you take damage grants 1 stack up to 6 stacks. Stacks increase damage dealt by AoE attacks by 35%. That's pretty interesting. Might put money on the game to 1/6 at least. They seem kind of interesting so far. It seems like they're doing some very interesting stuff with like the defense pieces and everything. Not super sure on how to look at that just yet. If they don't bring blue tar meal, they're throwing. God. If I pull, I can't even upgrade like that. Yeah, see, that's the big issue, is that it's 4 new characters at one time. And like level 100 has drained me of SSR penance and stuff like that, so I don't know how easy it's going to be to power all these characters up. This collab is almost defense gear required. Yeah, which is kind of unfortunate because I don't normally keep I don't normally keep a lot of defense pieces on me, so I might have to use the gear gacha quite a bit. If high resistance Lolly Merlin makes a comeback, that could be really good. Power Strike could rip through him. When HP reaches 0, recovers 350% defense as HP. If we base this on Tarmiel, 22k, that's around 77k back. That's not bad. Marmus backline coming? Oh, Lord. That'd be awesome, actually. Hope everyone's got defense pieces ready. It's looking like that's going to be very popular. Now for me, a triple D character. I don't know what that means. It's only 33% of HP. Yeah, it's not too bad though, because I mean, just the fact that he's basically got a revive, I guess, makes that really annoying. So you would hope he's not going to like full heal. I have 500 gold coins to convert into pendants. Good lord, that's nice. Now for me, Relic is a revive Hellbrim passive. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So this team is going to be impossible to defeat. I don't think that, but we'll see. Reinhardt team if it was blue. Kind of similar. Just use ignored defense cards, easy. Charge cards are not great, but that might be the way to counter him, honestly. A lot of defense pieces leveled up and no use, so hey, that's good though. Revive. It's not necessarily like a revive, but like if he is going to die, he gets like his defense kind of like back as HP before he dies, kind of like Hellbrim, Green Hellbrim.
Wonder which passive triggers first, his or Goddess Liz. Ooh, that's a good point.
転生も含めてこうアニメ漫画大好きな男の子は一番右でしょ。
あーわかります僕も
まあまあ
これはもう一番右でしょ。
あ、でも真ん中好きだな。
Pretty cool stuff.
真の本当の勇者感ありますよね
12秒間
Still at 2,000 gold coins? Good lord. That's a lot of gold coins.
感じもすごいラフでかっこいい。
So like Arthur too? I'm not sure.
通りというか縦のとこにモンスター入ってますよね。
I'm gonna see big damage. I'm not sure if Naofumi's gonna do big damage or not. Because in the show, he's not even really the one that attacks. Like, he does have, like, I guess the ultimate would do big damage, maybe. But, like, him as a normal character, he just kind of defends the team. So, the stance makes a lot of sense. Interested to see what the debuff card is.
親善試合で確認していけるということ
Might be an ult removal stance. That could be good. I do like a good ult control.
編成で親善試合をプレイしていきたい。
We all know that Denzel's stance can solo everyone with corrosion easy. I actually have Denzel powered up to 90, fully super awakened at this point. I would like to try him out at some point.
読み方も違うんですね。フンヌとフンドっていうので
あ確かに
そうなんですよ。
愛を感じる。
だからもうカジさんと
And he's really typing in a code with the commands there.
フレイもね石川海人さんの CV
Naofumi and Raphtalia, they
編成
definitely want us to get both. Yeah, they seem to work very well together, which makes a lot of sense because of the way the show's kind of laid out.
ちょっと一旦画面戻って
He still clapped Motoyasu. God, I'm so glad that they didn't give us any of the other heroes because they're kind of annoying more than anything.
でもなんかコメントでもあるんですけど、本当になんか作品
BBB. Bad showcase Reinhard 6-6 easy. Maybe. Bad time for me not being in the global server for this event. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
いいところっすよね。最初の映像も
Watch Reinhardt ult rush and wipe the new units. I mean, probably, but I don't know.
原作に出たようなキャラで
Another update with no new associates ultimates. Yeah, no combined ultimates. It doesn't look like.
来たかな
OK です
Motoyasu's cool. Just wait for season 4. God, that's quite a bit of waiting.
僕こっちの
うわガチ
平
ガチだ。
田さん使わせていただきま
お
す
願いしますよ。
Alright, interesting team. So they have the Philo support on there. They have
ガチガチ
the Goddess Liz. Okay, very interesting teams.
だって半属性だよ。
確かに
さあ確かに
No use Reinhardt.
このコンセプトって軽く聞いていいですかね高木さんの方
コンセプトはもう右側に関しては
Hope there will be damaged defense team versus defense team. Will be long. Think the Naofumi team loses this? Maybe. I'm interested to see how well they do. So they're running like a mono blue for Raphtalia's passive, I guess, which is interesting. Love how one of the points for bingo is just bitch. Yeah. Well, it was supposed to be because of the character from the story, but it doesn't look like she's going to make an appearance, so can't tick that one off. This team looks annoying AF already. Yeah, and it doesn't look good.
これナオミ2度
How long do you think this banner stays? Because I'm on the fence if I want to summon or wait for New Year's. I don't know. See, I would assume it's just a 2-week collab if I had to guess, but I don't know for sure.
確認しながらいろいろね見ていきましょうか。
余裕ですね小田さん
Because I think the past collabs have been just 2-week sort of events.
いきましょう。
いやー
Blue Liz over Blue Tarmio. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the Liz play is all about.
コスチュームかわいい。
やった
Koi. Alright. Going first with the Merlin team.
めっちゃかわいい
20k attack
よし早速
is pretty high.
早速ヒーローで投げてか
Okay, he's using the Philo debuff card.
ブロックつけまくって主人公
安い安い。
叩くはい
Bruh.
落ちました
267 on a level 1?
やばいどうだでこれやばいでしょ
Alright. Alright. Merlin. Merlin's about to be good. Oh, her debuffs are gray, I think? can't really tell.
まあでも一回高木さんから倒していくか。
I think that those are gray buffs. Or gray debuffs.
挑発してるんでラフタリアがちょっといい感じかな。おい
おい
お11万。魚の。
Okay.
からの
おい6万。
クリティカル出てない。
はい
That's not super impressive. Are they really gonna make Philo like the must-have unit for this?
なるほど。
あこっちはあれか
うわ全力だ。弱点火力で全力で来るぞこの人。
うわ防御力5万
や
とかある
めなさいやめなさい。
Good thing I already have the Goddess Liz relic ready.
じゃあとりあえず
Not that I want to power up Goddess Liz.
はいはいはい
おお。
怖い。いけるかな。
Oh, she turns into the bird. Okay, so that's cool.
あ、ナオミにこれ発動しますね。ラフタリア、あ待って、ラフタリアまで死んだか。
All right, Merlin's looking pretty good.
ナオフミあれ
なるほど。
ナオミ死んじゃいま
Like, I think Merlin's still kind of the supportier like unit here, and then Philo's gonna end up kind of being the damage dealer, but
そんなことあるんだ
that's pretty good.
豊さん
多分エリザベスで一
Have
回
to watch it 144p.
そうだったのかうわ
I almost killed the main character turn 1. They activated his passive, I'm pretty sure.
ちょ高木さん気絶させて終わろう。
し忘れちゃいましたすいません
くらえ。
これだとナオミの良さ見えないからもう一回やりません。
やりましょう
Well, he literally doesn't stand a chance. There's not really any reason to.
ちょっとあの
Yeah.
みんなで
You might as well forfeit, dog. You've lost.
ね一回やった時ね。
あフィーロダメじゃん無理じゃんっていう感じでナオミ
That's interesting gameplay there.
防御飯食っちゃいましょうよ。
Merlin Skipper's in shambles now. God, I would not have blamed anybody for skipping Merlin, which I guess she's still here for us on global for another week. But shoo-wee.
フィロのステップ超可愛かった。
可愛かった可愛かったです
Where's the fourth one? This is a scam. Yeah, that's true. They're not using Kizuna. But I think something in her... I'm pretty sure her passive or something like that was PvE only. So, I'm very interested to know what that is.
ちょっと
Because you know me, I'm not the biggest fan of PvP necessarily. I'm way more interested in the PvE character, if I'm being honest.
一回だけじゃあ戦って
I don't have Merlin. I don't blame you. Until this moment right here, Merlin was pretty
た
mid.
だ防御面してますからねさっきよりだいぶ硬くなってるんで
ほらフィーロ。ほらフィーロ。
Dude, that's so much damage. See, they proc the passive again.
ないじゃないですか。
こっからね。こっから
Sheesh.
ちょっと一旦同札打ってみるか。
Went 600 gems, then gave up. Oh no.
全てか。全てで。
You might have to, if you're interested in the Merlin team or with Philo, you might have to spend that 300 diamonds.
ちょっとこれで。
900 diamonds equals 4 Merlins, and I'm satisfied. Hey, that's big.
これで2個ずつ
I only got 1 Merlin from going to 900, so that's not bad at all. All right, so that was the debuff card. What debuff did that put on? That's not corrosion, is it?
はいはいはい。
いい
こう
いや
いうこと
HP
ね。
回復してる
What is that? Oh, it's an encroachment?
この状態で
My man just puts encroachment on people?
どれぐらい食らうのかデバフをつけ
攻撃しないと呪いかかっちゃってるよ。は
フィーロが構え
いかゆいかゆい。
硬い
全然だな。
さっきのフィーロの攻撃が
これ構えんなよというコメント。
That
構えない
it looks like encroachment to me.
しなかったら呪いが発動しちゃいますからね。
そうですね。
Imagine swapping Gother for Echidna for a passive.
攻撃はね、やっぱやった方が
That could be nuts. Good morning, Pocoyo.
いや
Pocoyo.
どっちがいいんだろうなでも。
Look like dissolve. Well, it's like the ghost face with the chains behind it. So I'm pretty sure that's encroachment.
ワンチャン持ってく。あでも構え
See you, Carlo. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
難しいか。
おーいい。
Okay, it didn't kill her.
これは
Raphtalia is really not looking too good, if I had to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to go for like the first turn, like, hey, this is the Merlin team doing good, and then now they're kind of reversing the roles, like this is the, you know,
はいはいはい
mono blue doing good.
いやこれは本当
When is this again? The update for us will be on Tuesday, but this comes out tomorrow for JP and KR. Just encroach turn 1. I know, that's what I'm saying. Encroachment just on a debuff card is insane. I don't know if he has to have it as level 2 or something like that. I wasn't really paying attention enough. But that's pretty interesting. Hope I get Philo from the free multi. I can see why they're giving Kizuna for free now, because she's the PvE character. But, yeah, I don't know. Is this AoE? No, okay. It's the single target ult is very interesting. Look at all those debuffs on Naofumi. Are those a debuff that he puts on? I can't really tell because Philo's dead. Like, that's not her debuffs, I don't think. So maybe he's putting debuffs on himself. Dude, he tanked hard there. Or, well, I think... Was that Rez? Going for the stance, okay. Those are the Wrath stacks from his passive? Gotcha. Okay, okay. Very interesting. I am very interested in this. They're coming with relics too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll have to like do the in-game events like you normally do to create or to craft their relics, but looking good. They do all have relics. I love the shield. Like, I love how it changes and everything. They did a good job with this. 231k HP is not like insane or anything. Were we looking at his defense there? I didn't actually see what his defense was. Sucks because defense in this game doesn't do much. So they're getting hit hard despite having an insane defense stat. Yeah, I'm not super sure on this one. The fact that I think that blue Gill Thunder is going to be like a staple in the back too. Plus, Blue Tarmiel already has like a relic that helps stances out. I'm not sure why you would use that or use Goddess Liz over him, unless you just really don't want your characters to die. Raphtalia has PvE minion level animations. Yeah, she doesn't look super impressive so far, to be honest. 68k, yeah, that's quite a bit. Unless Naofumi gets his stance up, he's getting whacked. Yeah, that stance is looking pretty strong. Does his, I'm assuming he has Quell. So, ultimate does more damage when in stance, I would imagine. A mil? Okay. I mean, it's a single target ultimate, so it's gonna have to do a lot of damage to one shot. And you would hope that a single target ultimate would one shot, because you're not killing the entire enemy team. Not the minion animations. She doesn't look insanely good. Raphtalia, at least. She looks kind of okay, at best. Double revive to try to get more stacks on Naofumi, maybe? Probably. I think they're going to go over Kizuna.
攻撃関連能力 30% 増強ってマジ半端ないので、はい、で配置によっては周回に
Are they gonna do dogs with Kizuna?
それぐらい上げてもいいのかな。でも PVP においてはやっぱもう特殊戦技も発動しております。
His stacks boost his AoE by 35% per stack, so that's why he started doing them later, or doing good damage later on. Ah, okay.
火力出てなかったなっていうちょっと印象があったんで。ラフタリアは9点ぐらいかもしれない。9点。でも高いですね。まあ能力も強いしね。はい。もうやっぱちょっと 敷居が高いんですよね。速力で染めないといけないっていう。
確かに確かに。
I don't know if I can call that a bad PvP showcase, honestly. They're normally pretty terrible at it, but I don't think that they did too bad. But then again, I was kind of just caught up in watching the new characters. Now the double revive makes sense to help him stay alive to get more stacks. I guess so. It is an interesting strat. I could see Tarmiel still being pretty good, though.
やっていってっていうので火力型でいけるので、このキャラクターは PVE では使えんので10点上げれんかもしれん。 9.8 ぐらいかな。
9.8 渋い辛口。はい。まあ対人戦はめっちゃ強いけどっていうね。
不明キャラクターって火力多いんですよ。しかも
そうですね、確かに。
でマーリンさんと一緒に組み合わせていってデバフいっぱいついた時に攻撃バーンってやっていきます。それ元素爆発じゃダメなんっていうところ。
はいはいはい、なるほどなるほど。
You know, I was thinking about it the other day, or yesterday, a little bit, and we haven't had the global, like, team, like, social media stuff in forever. Like, it's been actually a long time since the global team has done anything as far as, like, pushing for, you know, festivals or anything like that. I really wish that we could get this level of detail, because he's talking about the characters and everything, and how they use them and what they're good against and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure he's talking about them being good against Bond and, you know, this and that. I really wish we could get like insider info and stuff like that on the characters and everything from the global perspective, because the global team has kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. Rimuru seems like a hard counter for the mono blue team. Yeah, possibly. What did I miss? I just joined. You might have missed it all at this point. I'm sure they're going to show off a little bit more, I would imagine, but they've shown all the characters off and everything now. Might have to skip back in the stream a little bit if you want to see that.
魔人パーティー相手にエリーとナオフミを積んでいったら、まず3色つけるためにやるじゃないですか。3色つけてやっつけます。蘇生されます。また3色つけるに
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we've gotten bingo.
また生物発動しますみたいな。合計12回ぐらい戦うとワンチャンやれない可能性がありますよと。
Unless, I don't know, maybe we could consider Raphtalia to be a terrible unit. I don't know if we can really do that, though, in good conscience. I don't know if Kizuna would be considered a terrible unit. And we don't know what the banner looks like yet, so I'm not sure. Okay, so there's the banner. Ooh, they're putting, they've got Magelda and Freyr. Excalibur Arthur for whatever reason. Is that really a selling point to people? Like, Excalibur Arthur has been on, like, every banner for the past, like, 2 years. This man is not a selling point. Blue Tarmiel on here, I guess, is funny. SSR Selector Ticket. So that's cool. I wonder if that would be the better way to go. I wonder if buying the SSR ticket and then doing summons, because I think we get a free Kizuna already, as long as you don't pull Kizuna off this ticket. And then doing summons to hopefully pull the other 2 that you don't have or whatever. And then selecting one from the selector at the end would be the best way to hopefully get out in one rotation. First good collab banner? I don't know. The banner doesn't look horrible. So, who knows? Those faces, damn. I see Freyr, I summon. I do kind of hope to get some Freyrs, but obviously pulling collab characters would be the priority. Which I'm assuming all 4 of those characters are going to be rated up. So hopefully it would be a good chance to pull collab characters, because the reruns, for whatever reason, only the new 2 characters are rated up, which is so dumb. Like, really bad. Better than Coin Shop Sins, I would say. I don't know. We haven't seen the rest of the banner yet. I'm assuming they're going to It's really chock this this banner full of just random crap, as well as a couple of good
ありがとう
units.
ございます
They're really bad for that.
様でございます続いてのコーナーに参り
If
ま
we
しょ
can
う
select, it's good, but it's random, right? So the SSR ticket is random. You get, it's just a 25% chance across the board to pull any of the characters, which would be awful to pull Kizuna from it, but it is what it is, I guess, just because she's already free. But if you can use that and get a character already that's not Kizuna, that means you're guaranteed to at least have 2 of them. And then pulling on the banner, you'd only really feel pressured to summon for the 2 that you're not getting, or the 2 that you don't already have. Okay, 5 gems, 3 SSR pendants. Woo-wee, really pulling out all the stops there. I assume they're going to show off the fight here, and I would imagine they're probably not adding any, like, regular holy relics for this patch. It doesn't look like anyway, because, I mean, they've been going for over an hour at this point.
そうですよ。
So I would imagine they're going to try to wrap it up at some point.
めちゃめちゃ今かけてますからお願いします。
Are they going to... I don't know what time the patch notes normally come out.
していただきましょうお願いします
こちらのパーティーでやらせていただきたいと思います。もうガンガンコラボで。
いいですね。
コラボパーティーで
ひろちゃんかわいい。
Ah, look at her. She's cool.
めっちゃ照れてる。ありがとうございます。
She's cute, but that's pretty much all she's... like, all she's there for. Like, she's just meant to be like a lolly character.
もうね、お気に入りの衣装を着させたんで、もう絶対
Trash rewards. I need 64 SA coins to max 1 out. Yeah, that's the big kicker too. Is it's going to take a lot of SA coins to max these units. 4 units at one time is tough.
どうなるんですか。なんか
They could make a special banner with just collab characters. I think that could be something good, in my opinion. The problem is they have to like secure licensing or whatever for them to like do a rerun or anything like that. So the odds of them doing like a collab only banner is like insanely low. Like pretty much never gonna happen. Because that would take a lot of like planning and everything on their end. And then, okay, so we're getting to see Kizuna a bit. Ooh, that was cool.
やっぱ固ま
I like that animation at least.
間違いない
Okay, so he did encroach already.
かわいい
I wonder if his encroachment's not nearly as strong or something like that.
一番左いいな
シールドこんな感じなんだ。さっきの
I'm also interested to see what her
あーそっか
buff
そっか
card does.
確かにいや
おいいですね硬いですね
I like the wings on the boss. Ooh, that's cool too.
技が来るんですけど、これが共鳴ダメージになっているので、
Naofumi stance can only have 1 debuff on him with stats. Ooh, that's cool.
構えた
Also increases defense related stats by... her defense stats by 30%.
で打った瞬間にランクアップするんですけど
She rank up? I don't think she ranked up, but I wasn't paying close enough attention, I guess.
でヒロちゃん
Alright, so we get to see the buff card.
絆めっちゃ使いやすいですね。
ね本当にランクアップありがたいマジで
I like that card. That card's cool. Okay, so his shield has a reflect on it. Okay, buffed everybody. That's a lot of buffs.
100%増強っすよ攻撃力。
おお
Debuff immunity, all 3 basic stats, and I think that was a stat increase. I didn't really get to see what that last one was. She ranked up.
えでも結構ダメージ食らう
I think that's attack related stats.
でもワンチャンナオフには
So when she uses her own card, she ranks up. That's kind of interesting.
ナオミどれぐらいのステータスなんですか今。
今
4個好きか
こんなもんそっか防御飯食べた方が良かったんだやらかした
ランクアップしていったらまた金札作れるのか。
ね
でもコラボ
とりあえず金札取っとこ
結構大変そうだな
よしよし金これで金
Okay, yeah, so she ranked her buff card up to a gold.
いやいい
いいよ
いいダメージ
ラフタリアいいよナイス
よっしゃ
はいはい
素晴らしい
I don't know what it is. Raphtalia is just not looking good.
なんかフィールが動いてないです。
Bring back the Jude sub-slot meta. God, I don't remember that.
木村さんね
Blue card is the same as Arthur's blue, it seems. It looks like it's increasing attack-related stats as well, which is at least a little bit better.
よいしょいけ
Unless the level 3... I don't think level 3 increases attack-related stats, right? I don't think so. Philo's pretty cool. Her animations and everything look good.
やばいね、やばいっすね。
すごい。
It's not a real thing. Okay, that makes sense.
フィーロも周回使えそうですね。
確かに全体が
He removed stance there?
ダメージ
I
が
think he did.
金札構え
Okay, gold buff card here into stance into ultimates. She's using... I think he's using Kizuna's... No, that's Philo's ultimate. Damn, I wanted to see Kizuna's.
いいですね。
いけ
いってこいよ
やったわ
Bird, dive bomb, swirl kick, I can't remember.
めちゃめちゃいい
Spinning kick or whatever it's called. Rage shield. I hate that outfit. The casual outfits to me look so dumb. Iron Maiden.
アイアンメイデーですよね。
そうですね。
That looks cool.
MVP ではね、親善試合ではカットされてましたけど、ここスキップで。
いけよしよしよしよしよし
I expected him to kill during this, but this boss seems to be pretty tanky.
死んじゃいそうですね。
必
あ
殺が
とに
なんとこれ
What are those buffs on Naofumi? I think they're wrath stacks, but I don't know exactly what they're doing. I think they're increasing like his AoE damage.
素晴らしい
It's a long ult animation. Yeah, luckily most people will have it either skipped or in PvP it'll be shortened by a lot.
がつくので
But it is a cool animation. Gotta give him that.
凍結はえぐいですね
あ、その凍結から
Free units, Kizuna, the PvE unit. The one on the far left right here in the frog outfit.
さあいけ失礼
症状は風の傷の
I like this ultimate. I don't care what any of y'all say. This is cool.
今回
I like Kizuna the most so far.
すごいですね。
いけよしよしよしよしよし
113. Okay.
ナイス
Nice. So he started doing quite a bit of damage there once he was stacked up.
いやでもこん
Ironically, the casual outfit might be something he could have actually worn before being isekai'd. Very true.
PV 風間絆いいですね。
ですねこれ全員ゲットでき
He's
る
in a good by any chance. She's a PvE only character, so she's not going to be like super useful, I don't think. But they've really only shown her in the event boss, so I don't know exactly what she does.
配られますんで。
But I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see whenever she hits the game, I think, or like get the skills translated and everything.
本当によかった
高木さん改めていかがでしたプレイしてみて。
そうですねなんか今回
Probably not, because she's free. They do typically give out the character that's not going to impact people the most.
めちゃめちゃつけられるのが怖いんですけど
はいはい
そこをまず
She might be good for Labyrinth. Possibly, but you'd have to roll her in Labyrinth, I think. But then again, I think this Labyrinth is supposed to be like a collab sort of
見
Labyrinth.
てみたいですね。普通の編成でいったらどうなるのかっていう。
普通の編成でこう考えたくないもん
ぜひ皆さんもチャレンジしていただければ。ドロちゃんさんいかがですか。
はい。やってみたいですね。あれでも
Might be good.
構え解除は効くんですかね。
あーちょっとそこまでは見れてないので
Four new characters, God.
はい
また攻略情報
It's looking very cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think Naofumi looks really fun.
ぜひ皆さんチェックよろしくお願いします。
Philo looks really fun.
以上ですねイベントボス。
Kizuna looks cool.
ありがとうございました
Raphtalia honestly is not looking the greatest,
さて、
but
ですね第39
maybe once actual players get their hands on her and like we get to see some different sort of like teams with her, maybe they can find something that's a little bit better for her. I don't know. Really enjoyed the Labyrinth. Looking forward to it coming back. Yeah, the Labyrinth was pretty fun for me. A lot of people really did not like the Labyrinth, so I'm interested to see if they've sort of reworked it to make it either easier or not as RNG dependent, maybe. But it is a gacha game, so RNG is kind of just the name of the game.
実感できてすごく私自身も嬉しかったです。あとやっぱり
Then again, they gave out Rom for free, who is a pretty good backline unit. Yeah, but she's like the least, like she's like the lowest out of like the damage dealers and stuff like that. She probably has the least amount of utility. She's good for backline, of course, yes, but I would say that she's like out of the entire ReZero lineup, like she made sense to be the free character in my opinion.
私はやっぱ今日はもうフィロちゃん可
Nalyd needs sleep. I did only get 4 hours of sleep or so because I ended up staying up. I finished the anime that I was watching, and then I started watching Cyberpunk last night, and so far so good. But yeah, I stayed up till I think 2 o'clock or so. Which, that's on me. I should have went to bed earlier because I knew that I had to get up and live stream. But it is what it is. A lot of people pooped on Labyrinth. I thought it was a really fun twist, and we got to use characters that I rarely get to use. That's what I really enjoyed about it, but I guess for like just people who are trying to play the game and not really wanting to play it over and over and over again, kind of like it was designed to be, I guess, it was a lot more annoying and tedious than it was supposed to be, I originally assume. 60k defense gets one-shotted, easy gaming, god. Cyberpunk's goated anime. The first episode was kind of slow, but it kind of just like immediately like gets into it, like starting on the second episode and everything, which is kind of cool. It's starting to build up quite a bit. I'm very interested. On the field, she's definitely not good. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Compared to Beatrice, God, I forgot about Beatrice. You're right. Beatrice definitely was the worst character. I completely forgot about her even being a collab unit. Just want to see the banner. I'm tired. Hopefully, I think by the time this ends, because they're going a little bit longer than they normally do, I think we might end up being able to look at the patch notes and see like the banner in its entirety. I actually enjoyed playing the game and using different characters for fun. Yeah, I like PvE stuff though, so I think it's kind of fun. It was pretty harsh on like stamina pots and stuff. I kind of wish they would have like taken the stamina cost away if they were gonna make you like want to run it like over and over and over again, and it was like a time limited sort of thing, because it's interactive now. It's not like you can just keep playing it. I kind of wish they would have either lowered the stamina cost or just like got rid of it completely. So it was kind of rough on stamina pots, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was hard enough to where it made me want to keep playing and like trying it over and over again. I paid for this crap, just let me beat everything, geez. Well, that's kind of the thing, is like, I guess they don't want it to be just like, oh hey, like you can pay money and just win, which that sounds dumb considering it's a gacha game, but for the PvE content at least, it seems like they do want you to put some strategy and stuff like that into it. PvE or PvP is a completely different story, like just 6/6 ultimate forehead, but I don't know. New Holy Relics soon would really freshen up the game a lot. A lot of characters need them. I really hope that they're going to add some new Holy Relics. I have enough to make a Deer Relic at the moment, and I have enough to make a Demon Relic at the moment. And I was holding off on the Deer Relic just in case they were going to announce something during this update. But I don't think that they're going to, unfortunately. So I'm only missing 4 relics right now for the Deer. So I'd like to try to finish those off, and then maybe move on to getting some of the bird relics that I need. From all the from all of the collabs, Beatrice is the worst unit on COD. I mean, she's pretty rough. I think she's interesting to say the least, but she's not great. Like, not like actually like useful. No free multi. It doesn't look like there's a free multi, but I guess because they're giving out a free character instead, it kind of makes up for it. No coupon code. Naofumi's blue. I think they did a good job about not talking for 15 minutes at the very beginning. I don't know. I think let me move this over, and then you can see Steam behind it. Display capture, get rid of that because I don't need it anymore. So I don't think the PvP showcase was bad. I need to see what... Hey, Firefly, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot, dude. I need to see Raphtalia more, and I need to see what Kizuna's actual abilities are before I can really call any of them terrible. But Philo and Naofumi look good.
I didn't see any jiggle physics, but then again, I think Raphtalia is the only one that can even fit into that category. Have to go now. See ya. I appreciate you stopping by. Opletic. I cannot read names right now. I am too tired. But I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, dude. There's a free multi you can see 2 during the missions board, but that's what I'm guessing is anyway. It's 2 for something. I don't know. I think you might be right there. It might be like 2 tickets for each of the missions, and then you get her at the end. Philo might have really high stats. I'm assuming so. Her attack card doesn't even have an effect, just 200%, and she did 200k. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I guess her passive is what's like helping her do so much damage. So unfortunately, Naofumi human team is off the table. No new SR unit. What about bitch icon? What's that for? So in the story, Melty in season 1 was kind of like the 4th party member. Melty's sister ends up getting deemed like renamed to bitch. So that was kind of just the joke there. I was imagining that this was going to be a season 1 collab and not a season 2, since they've never done this before. But yeah, she did not show up, at least from what they showed. No combined ultimates, unfortunately. Even if we activated this one, like free multi, if that is true, it's not like it's going to help us any on bingo, so unfortunate. Maybe if I would have gotten a different bingo ID, we would have been alright. Unfortunate. Can't win bingo every time. I do appreciate that, though, by the way, Firefly. Thank you for becoming a member. What happens when you get the bingo free diamonds for everyone? It was just supposed to be like a fun little gimmick for the stream, since it was supposed to be like an announcement live stream and everything. Philo ult is the same as Festival Zeldris. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Festival Zeldris' ult, but it's not terrible. It should give bitch an SR character. What she does is making allies take more damage. God. I wonder if there would be any circumstance where that would be okay, like a fun mechanic for something. Well, I was kind of expecting them to show off maybe a little bit more, but I guess they showed off the event boss, they showed off the characters and everything, so there's not really anything else you can ask for. Chad King with Naofumi and Raphtalia. That could be pretty interesting. He is blue, so he meets Raphtalia's requirement. I'm sure everybody, or I'm sure Nagato in as a whole will probably end up using every single blue unit in the game with that team. So don't worry. I'm sure there will be plenty of testing going around when she hits the servers, because she buffs and cleanses. Yeah, that's very good. 4th girl can be used with dogs. I hope so, but at the same time, I really hope that they don't end up making... Well, I guess they're giving her away for free, so it's not that big a deal. But then again, anybody who starts the game after the collab is over is going to be like, I don't have Kizuna. Who do I use? And then I'm not going to have an answer for them, because there is no answer. Hello, first time on your stream. What's going on, Faisal? Faisal? No, I'm assuming Gates. Maybe I should just call you Gates, but welcome to the stream, dude. First timer. Welcome. Got a link for the JP forum. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and post it right here. Normally they end up... Well, it's almost 8:30. I think 8:30 is about the time-ish that they would post it. I think normally they do it after the stream is kind of over. So I think we can exit that out at this point. I would hope that we don't have to wait till 9. Eesh. But then again, we might have to wait for the actual stream to end. Not sure. Did I miss anything important? So they showed off the 4 new characters.
There is going to be a new event boss that goes with it. I'm assuming there's a new story as well. They didn't really show anything from that, though, which is fine. I don't think there's anything super crazy. Here we go. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the opening screen, like when you open the game too. This looks good. I like this. Very detailed. Alrighty. So, 4 new characters appear. Good God. That's a lot. 2 blues, 1 green, 1 red. Not too bad there. Let's look at the banner. It always takes JP patch notes a while to load. There is a Grand Cross coin shop, or a festival coin shop, or a collaboration coin shop. Can I please talk? Nice. Characters looking good. Unfortunately, I can't Google translate these, so I'm not gonna worry too much about what they do. I'm pretty sure this is Quell, but I'm not positive on that. But extra damage, I would assume, for each, stance buff on. Okay, double attack, pretty normal. What is the banner looking like? Okay, kind of a short banner. 0.25% for the new characters. I'm not a big fan of that. I kind of wish they were 0.5, but it is what it is. That would mean it was a 2% chance. I guess this is the best case scenario, to be honest. Green Escanor is actually in the banner, which is hilarious. Like, that's so bad. Beard's looking good, my dude. I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to donate. You could have just said that in chat, but I do appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you so much. So we've got the old Sariel and Tarmiel, which the Tarmiel makes sense. We've got old Ludociel, which is okay, I guess. All of these are pretty old. Miguelda's fine. Sigurd's okay. I could use some more copies of Sigurd. Freyr's good, and then the rest of the banner is ass. You do get to choose one, of course, at 600, and there is an SSR selector ticket, or not selector. It's an SSR ticket. I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, the banner's kind of bad. Like, Freyr's good, Sigurd's good, Miguelda's pretty good. These guys are okay at best. Like, they're still good links, of course, but as regular units, they're not as good anymore. Maybe Blue Tarmia will be good for the mono blue team, but the rest of these are awful. Finally, I'll be able to get Roxy. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be fantastic for your box, I'm sure. I call garbage. Horrible banner. Now, if one of them's terrible, we can pull it off and we can get the bingo. Oh, Lord. That's not really what you want to see. That's not good. They do all have holy relics, of course, which is great. Never mind, you can't use Kizuna in the dogs because it doesn't work in PvP or in Demonic Beast Battle. So they've ruined that, so that's great. That's unfortunate. Now she's going to be virtually useless, so that's cool. Shouldn't have wasted my 900 gems on Merlin. Just to get one copy, should have saved for this. Honestly, I don't blame you, man. I had to go to 900 for one copy of Merlin as well. Not a fun time. Awful time. Why would they turn it off against dogs? It's all for all of them, so it's just not good. That's terrible. Well, I guess the Holy Relic doesn't work for dogs, actually. Let me look and see. Nope, she does not work for them as well. So that's awful. Why would they do that? Why are you going to make a PvE unit and not have it work in the biggest PvE mode? That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That's actually really annoying. Either way, moving on. New bundles, of course. New bundles, of course. 300 diamond bundle. Sheesh. $100. $100. That's a lot of dollars. No SSR bundles or SSR pendant bundles. Kind of sus. Gotta say. Are these the quality of life stuff? Relaxation of conditions for rejoining the knights. The conditions for joining other knights after leaving the knights will be changed. Before change, you can join after 24 hours after leaving. After change, after leaving, you can join after daily reset. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So now if you leave a knighthood, you can just join after the daily reset happens. Kind of interesting. My Merlin's 3-6 pretty happy with her. She's not too bad, honestly. If you can get some like decent ult level on her, like the ultimate actually hits pretty hard, which is always nice. So I don't know, just the Merlin in general is kind of meh at the moment for me, but Philo looks like she might end up making it pretty good. Also not a single Freyr dupe. Yeah, that's rough. I did pull a couple of Freyrs, so the banner was kind of nice to me in that regard, but I don't know. Merlin was pretty elusive. Praying none of us pull her during her summons. God. Yeah, that would be pretty rough. Expanded the authority to use the base placement function in Knight's Battle. So this is Guild Wars stuff. Improve the red display in the character's menu. In the character menu, we will improve so that the red display will not appear for characters that can be super awakened. Like just a little like exclamation point, like oh hey, you've got something new symbol. Improve the achievement display for the training cave. That's kind of cool, I guess. Added battle content for the recommended team display. We will add the battle contents Ichtharnir Beast Battle and Skull and Hati Beast Battle to the recommended teams that can be checked on each character's detail information screen. Okay, so that's cool. So now you can see that people will be using them for that, whatever. That is fine. I hate that, thank God. Yeah, honestly, some of the quality of life changes end up being pretty nice. Added the ability to move to other regions in boss battles. So that's kind of nice. You'll be able to click the little button here to go to the next boss battle. It's kind of cool. Improve the simultaneous repulsion function of the Annihilation Battle. So that's cool as well, I guess. There is the login event. 20 diamonds on day 1 and 14. 5 diamonds every day in between. So that's the 100 diamonds that we get for free, which is nice. Precautions. Okay. Obviously, there's new outfits. There's going to be so many outfits that you have to buy. 4 new characters means you have to buy so many outfits. They give out a free SSR outfit for Naofumi and Kizuna, but you still have to buy the paid ones. So this is a lot. That's a lot of money. Special missions, you do get a free multi, couple of free materials, and you get Kizuna for free. So disappointing, man. Why would they make her to where she doesn't work in Demonic Beast? Like, she's literally a PvE unit. That doesn't make any sense to me. Looks like we'll have a spin event and one of the Hawk's Treasure Chest events, the event boss. Get the free SSR cosmetics for Kizuna there, and 2 of the Holy Relic chests. Free outfit from the event boss, I assume. Yeah, the exchange shop. You get the other, the other 2 Holy Relic boxes there. Material gift event. So talking about the stuff. Special underground labyrinth. So it is a collab labyrinth, which is kind of cool. Kizuna perhaps worse than Beatrice. God, I don't know. I need to see what her cards do, I guess, and see if she's actually like good to run in like just regular PvE scenarios. But I don't know. I'm done. I don't know what to say about it. Characters start at level 1. So I'm assuming the basic rules and stuff like that are probably the same. Fixed rewards by stage, whatever that is. 30 diamonds, of course, which is good if you can beat the whole thing, I would imagine. 6 SSR pendants is nice. Some other free rewards. And then they're also doing a diamond exchange event or whatever. Like if you spend this many diamonds, you get extra reward sort of thing. So that's kind of cool because I imagine a lot of people are probably going to be trading anyway. They're refreshing the King Exchange event, which is good. But, I mean, they literally do this so often now. Like, it's hard for me to sit on some of these materials. Like, I don't have, like, any rare pendants anymore because I've done this event so many times and I've upgraded some of my rare units recently. So that's kind of weird. Training support event. So there's all the boosts for the event. Philo and Naofumi are going to be able to be used for the check-in event, which is cool. Philo. New Hawk Pass for JP. And they're doing an Estarossa cosmetic. That's really interesting, actually. They don't give demons any special treatment, and then they give out they do the Halloween like demonic beast costumes, and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what? We're gonna give you a furry Estarossa costume, which is whatever, I guess. I mean, I guess best case scenario, if you haven't spent money on those cosmetics, you can just buy the attack piece here, the gloves, instead of spending money on an entire cosmetic set. So that's kind of cool. New battle event. Fixed a problem with Milam Nava not properly displaying some of her costume. I don't know. It's looking pretty standard with the rest of it, I guess. I have been completely destroyed by the by the Kizuna news. I'm gonna be completely honest. That has absolutely ruined it for me. New characters look good though. These two at least look great. Not sure about Raphtalia yet. Don't know about Kizuna. I think honestly that might make her a terrible unit. Bingo. Can I send a link to the translations to character skills? Yeah, go ahead. It'll probably get flagged in the chat, but I'll still be able to see it. So, Pog, free gems, please. Milam's hands were buggy, so I always use the relic. Gotcha. I never really messed with her regular cosmetics or anything. I just always keep the relics equipped at this point. Weirdly enough, with the bad banner and the PvE character not working for bosses makes this seem really mid. I know, that has kind of taken like all of the wind out of my sails, unfortunately. Do we know the skill effects? Not yet. I think somebody's getting me a link, but I'm not sure how accurate they're going to be just yet. Seems like a huge bait for the end of the year banner. It might be. Did it say something about dungeon re-enter cost? I don't know. It looks like it still costs 30. From the screenshot, at least. I don't think there's any sort of reduced cost or anything. Gotta go walk the dogs by. Hey, I appreciate that, Firefly. Thanks for becoming a member again, by the way. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate that. Have a good one. No new holy relic besides the collab. Yeah, there's no new like regular holy relics. Do I skip? I don't know. Wait for the actual gameplay tomorrow from the JP players and stuff like that. I'm sure I'll make a video on whether or not you should skip or not before the banner hits global. UR card isn't a reward on Labyrinth anymore. So this is like an event Labyrinth. This isn't like a regular Labyrinth, so I think it's just supposed to be like just kind of like regular rewards and stuff like that. Hi, Raul. So these are the special missions. There's all of the units, of course. All shield hero units. It's pretty normal. I don't see any sort of translations or anything. Is the banner good? Unfortunately, not really. Collab heroes are good. So far, 2 of them look pretty good. New. Okay. So I think these are the new, or the translated stuff. I'm not sure if these are going to be like great translations or not, because it just looks like they used like an image translator, but we shall see. Hrungnir's shield. When your HP reaches 0, recover HP by 350% of your defense up to 1 time. When an ally is in a stance, the damage dealt by allies participating in the battle is increased by 40%. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So you don't necessarily have... Well, I don't know about the rest of her, but I was going to say you don't necessarily have to run her with Naofumi, I guess. Your attack-related abilities increase by 3% for each debuff effect on all enemies, up to 15%. When your skills rank up, all allies will have attack-related stats, or attack-related abilities increased by 30% for 2 turns. See, this would have been so good! Like, put that on top of Thonar, you'd be dealing some good damage. It's very disappointing. Okay. Any one of them PvE oriented? So Kizuna is supposed to be PvE oriented, but unfortunately she does not work in demonic beasts, which means that you're just going to have to use her for regular PvE content, which is not hard in the slightest, so I'm not really sure what the point of making her PvE was. When you are in a stance at the start of the battle, increases the basic stats of your allies by 30% of your defense and gives yourself 1 token of wrath each time you take damage from using a skill during the enemy's turn. Grants up to 6 Zuzu and increases the damage dealt with all area attack skills by 35% for each mark of the wrath. So that will definitely stack up quite a bit. So that's kind of cool. So must we summon? They come with holy relics, bro. I mean, I don't know. They don't seem like... Naofumi seems pretty good. Philo seems pretty good. She seems mid. She seems bad so far. So, I mean, I don't know. Once the people get their hands on them for JP and everything, then we'll see, I guess. Don't worry, Thonar will get holy relics soon. I guess it's a good point also that her passive or her holy relic would not stack with Thonar's, because Thonar's is a 40%, so it would just overwrite Kizuna's, because they're still both blue buffs. Wish his stance was like Matrona or Deanne. It's hard to take advantage of his passive if it only lasts 2 turns on silver or gold. Yeah, possibly, but it might make him too overpowered, because I mean his whole thing is like based around his stance, I guess. So you don't want him to be too crazy. Zuzu, it's funny. Raphtalia seems to be a must-have to enable Naofumi, though. Yeah, I think so. Even though he's like not a damage dealer necessarily, like I guess kind of sorta, she's almost like support for him, which is funny. Alright, for 2 turns, take a stance to provoke the enemy, increases defense-related stats by 80%, removes all debuffs on yourself, and applies an effect that only applies 1 debuff effect. Taunt, induce all enemy attacks. Inflicts damage equal to 275% of the defense on all enemies and inflicts curse effect for 2 turns. Enemies that do not use curse skills do not fill up their special move gauge for 2 turns. So it's not encroachment, which is interesting. I mean, it would have been weird for it to be encroach, but it looked like the same symbol to me. Maybe it's got some sort of small differences or whatever. The chicken girl looks insane. Yeah, Philo looks pretty good for the Merlin team so far. Gives a single enemy a 5% stat reduction effect for 2 turns and deals damage equal to blah 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 of defense power. So you definitely want to run him all defense. Damage plus 5% for each mark of wrath. Okay, so he does not have Quell. For 2 turns on a single enemy, adds 30% reduction to all stats and deals wrath damage equal to 720% of defense. Wrath damage 30% for each mark of wrath. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, I guess. Reinhardt's still daddy. Reinhardt sucks. Reinhardt is an ass. At the start of battle, 300% of your defense power increases the maximum HP of all allies and reduces damage received by allies by 30% if all allies in battle have the same attribute. So that's kind of interesting. It's really weird that it's like mono attribute, but it's fine. I like how instead of saying unknown, it says not clear. Rush damage. Additional damage per 1% of your remaining HP. Is that not just flood? Yeah, that's just flood. 450% of defense against a single enemy. So she's also just a pure defense character. Yeah, that's so weird. You're going to have to run triple defense, basically, for these characters. That's so odd. Inflicts cut damage equal to 425% of the defense to a single enemy. Severing critical chance. Oh, so it's a sever card. Gotcha. Yin Yang Sword. Increases basic stats by 50% and deals 320% of defense damage to all enemies for 3 turns. Okay. Interesting. Team CC is extremely low. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. Like, I don't know. When an ally uses a skill to damage an enemy, for each debuff effect on that enemy, 8% of the critical resistance, 1% of the critical defense, and enemies with 5 or more debuff effects increases damage dealt by single target attacks other than special moves by 60%, up to 5 critical resistance and critical defense reduction effects. Okay, it's quite a lot to take in. I'm sure that did not get translated completely correctly. 185% of attack power on all enemies deals weak point damage. So the weak point skill is probably pretty good. I remember this one doing okay damage. Or like that was, I think it was pretty good damage actually. Peace out. First time catching a stream was really nice. Thanks. I appreciate that, Reese. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I'm probably not going to be on too much longer anyway, so no big deal. Releases the stance of a single enemy. Oh, it's a stun skill. Deals damage equal to 250% of attack power and stuns them for 2 turns on gold. So I'm assuming it's nothing on 1, like somebody said. It didn't have a skill effect on level 1. And then it's going to stun at level 2 and remove a stance. So that's also good against Bon, I think. Just because you'll be able to get rid of Arthur's stance and everything, which is kind of nice. For 2 turns, reduce HP-related stats of enemies by 5%, up to 25%, and deal damage equal to 630%, up to 945% of attack on a single enemy. So that is just like Zeldris' passive, which makes a lot of sense. Or not passive, ultimate. Is Philo unknown? She is. She is unknown. In PvE, when you use a skill to damage an enemy during an ally's turn, your skill ranks up and removes the debuff effects on your allies. Okay. Inflicts piercing damage. Oh, it's a pierce card. Inflicts piercing damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. So it's an AoE pierce card. Removes debuffs from all allies. Increases basic stats by 30% and grants debuff immunity for 3 turns. Increases damage dealt by all allies by 7% for 2 turns. So it's Jormungandr's passive or ultimate. I don't. What good is this unit gonna do though? Like what's the point of making this unit PvE only? Not understanding. Ay. Either way, that's gonna be it. I'll probably make a video on like the more like 7DS or Grand Cross database translations and everything whenever I wake up, because I'm sure they'll probably be out by then, maybe. But for now, I'm gonna go back to bed for a little bit. So I don't know. Overall, I'm still pretty excited. Really disappointed in Kizuna altogether. Definitely need to see more from Raphtalia. Naofumi looks good, and Philo looks good. So yeah, very interesting. Kind of excited to see, the different teams that people are going to use on JP and stuff like that tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the stream or anything like that, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me and chatting while we watch the new stuff, of course. And that is pretty much it. So I will see you guys later on. So yeah, see you. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.